here with my sad Christmas haul. Can't lie, I was really hoping that I was gonna find a whole bunch of stuff and have like a nice big holiday haul for you, but it did not happen. So I'm cutting my losses at this point, and I'm just gonna film what I found so far. I also found a couple things that are not Christmas, but they are holiday. So I thought, I'll just throw them in here. What does it hurt? And I found a couple things that are not vintage. So I'll throw those all the way at the end. So if you're not interested, you can click off because I totally get it. This is like a vintage YouTube channel, but sometimes it's fun to see like the non-vintage. Whatever you choose, no problem. I put myself on a no thrift. Well, okay, so my goal was to try to list another 100 things on Etsy before I continued to thrift, and that hasn't been going as well as I wanted it to. I've listed about like 35 things, so like not terrible, but it could be better. So I figured I'm probably not going to be done with my no thrift by Christmas, so I might as well just show you what I got, because I'm not going to be thrifting probably until after the new year. So that is sort of what happened here. Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm just going to like grab random stuff. So the first thing I'll start with is this little Santa, because he's kind of a cheat, because I got him at a like antique store. I did not thrift him, and I know that everyone has different perspectives on this, but I just feel like antiquing is amazing and I'm obsessed with it, but it's not thrifting. It's not the same, because that stuff's curated. People, like the people that bought that stuff to sell, know that it's vintage. So it's much more, to me, it's different when you go to a thrift store and you have to dig through all the trash to find the thrift, like the vintage piece. So I found this little Santa. I got him when I was in Minnesota. They have amazing, like the Midwest is really so great for vintage. So yeah, I got this little guy when I was in Minnesota. I just wanted to bring something back, and I love their antique and vintage stores there. He is Lefton. I paid 20 bucks for him, but like online, I think they're going for like 30, and then you'd have to pay shipping, or 30 and maybe free shipping. I don't know. So I feel like I still got like an okay deal. And of course it's really fun to help like local vintage, or not local, but to help vintage stores. Cause it is tough these days. Like it's tough on Etsy. I can only imagine how tough it would be to have like an actual like brick and mortar. So happy to find him. He's super cute. They had a bunch of stuff I wanted, but I restrained myself and I just bought him. Now as for some vintage that I actually thrifted, I thrifted these little salt and pepper shakers. They're really cute. They kind of look like fake Holt Howard. They are from Capri Creations, Philadelphia, and they're made in Japan. Strangely, the pepper is in worse shape than the salt, which is funny to me, because usually like the salt is in worse shape because more people use salt than pepper, but he's missing a lot of paint. But I couldn't leave them. They're so cute. So I grabbed those two. Then I got this little Santa bell, and I thought he was really cool because he is probably from, well, he's definitely from Canada, probably like what, Quebec. So it says on one side, Joyeux Noël, which is, you know, Merry Christmas in French. And then on the other side, it says in English, we say Merry Christmas. So I thought he was like quirky and just cute. So got him. I don't really know how much I paid for these things, but not a lot, like thrift store cheap prices. Then I found this really cool Santa. I would say this guy's probably pretty old. I want to say probably 50s, but possibly 1940s. He's got like a little pack on his back, his little chimney. That's the bottom. He's missing the cork. He's a bank. But I had to take it off because it was like kind of gross, but they had like the really old, like tape that had like the Christmas patterns and stuff covering it. So that was like really cute and also kind of helped date it for sure. So he's definitely an older guy. And I just thought he was so cute. His little face, he's happy. So yeah, I thrifted him. That was a Goodwill find. Kind of fun when you find vintage Christmas in Goodwill. It's hard to find. Then I just got a bag of these little balls. They were $1. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them, but I just thought they were sweet. So they're on, they're actually on wire instead of like string. So that's kind of fun. You can stick them in a lot easier that way. Then I got this really weird little tree, but I just had to have him. He's made in Hong Kong. He's like, definitely has some problems. But he's just so funny, so quirky. Like it comes apart in 3 pieces. Woo. Just like hit the table with my elbow and everything shaking. That's a little scary. But it's plastic, little plastic beads. And I don't know, I just thought it would be kind of cute, like tucked in like my display. And this was $1.50, so pretty cheap. But kind of funny that this was $1.50 and this was $1 because I got them at the same store. I don't know if they're equivalent, but whatever, who cares? Cheap, cheap, cheap. Then I got a nativity scene. So this whole nativity scene was $7.99, I think, $8, and then I got my 20% off on top of that. So like what, $1.60 off of that. So the first thing is this little like wooden nativity. I actually don't think this is original with the pieces because this is made in Taiwan. It's ROC, but it does have a little music box that works. So that's pretty cute. Thought that was sweet. And then the nativity scene is not complete, sadly, but it does have like Joseph, Mary, and Jesus. And then it has 2 of the like of the 3 kings and a couple of animals. So I'll just show you the animals first. They're like these hand-painted, they're kind of like, I don't know if they're paper mache or composite of some sort. I think they're paper mache, maybe, I don't know. They're definitely like very light. I think they're like a cardboard composite that's then hand painted. I like the camel a lot. The kings are really cool. They're like really detailed and beautiful. And then got Mary and Joseph, and then little Jesus. I think one of my favorite things though is one of the kings still has his price tag. So they are marked hand painted in Italy. And he's got his little Woolworth price tag for 39 cents. So these little guys were 39 cents each. They're just, I mean, they're perfectly done, like so beautiful. And for them to only be 39 cents, like what? So good. Oh, and then I found, I don't really know if this like constitutes as Christmas, but it could be from a nativity scene. I'm not 100% sure, but I got these little camels. They're little olive wood camels, and I love that they're chained together. So they're all together on a chain, and then in the front is a little donkey. And I love their little saddle pads. Just thought they were so cool. I don't know. They still have the price tag on it, but I can't understand it. So I'm gonna guess that these are like souvenir pieces from probably the Middle East, I would have to think. Really cool. Okay. So then I saved my favorite thing that I thrifted for last. So I found this little music box, and it does work. And it has a little Santa in it. And it's got a little present. It's like a little house. How cute. How cute. I'm obsessed. Obsessed. And I have to laugh because they like went to the trouble to make a little paper tag, and it says Vintage Santa Music Box, $2.25. Okay, I'll pay $2.25 for it, not a problem. Charming, right? Isn't that charming? I love it. So that was my favorite find for sure. Okay, that's it for Christmas, guys. It's kind of sad, but yeah, that's it. So I'll show you, I have got 2 Easter things and then one little Halloween guy. So I'll show you the little Halloween guy first. It's not super old. I want to say probably 80s, 90s. And I don't usually pick up Halloween that's not like very old because like my collection is all like old. But I just thought it was kind of funny. So I don't know if it's something that I would maybe sell on Etsy, but I thought it was really cute. So it's a little jack-o'-lantern with a witch's cap. And you would put a candle in here because it's open at the top. And I loved all the shapes that they have cut out because I think it would just be so beautiful all lit up with like a little candle in it. And I think this was only $1, so seemed worth it to me to grab that. And then I got this little bunny. So this could go either Easter or maybe more towards like a baby shower, but I just thought it was so cute with the little bunnies. Looks like it could be left in. I'm not 100% sure. It's got a little egg. So cute. So this will be for sale. I'm just not sure if I should sell it now or if I should wait till Easter. So let me know what you think. Then Jordan actually got me this little Easter antique postcard that he actually thrifted, which is kind of cool. You know it's old too because it says 2 cents. Oh, US and Canada 1 cent, and anywhere foreign is 2 cents. So really, really pretty. I like to put these in flower frogs during like whatever holiday it is to decorate. So I have like a little collection of these. So that was really pretty and kind of fun that he was able to thrift that. And then my last thing that I found was this little paper mache bunny. I just love him. He's got a little felt mouth and he was a candy container. And I've never found one of these. He's not like super valuable, but I've always wanted a little collection of these like candy containers, and I've never been able to find one except for like at antique stores. So I was super excited to find him because he's so cute. Yay. So now I just need to find like 10 more and I'll have a cool setup. Okay. So now I'll show you a couple things I got that are not vintage. The first thing that I nabbed are just these little ornaments. I got them at HomeGoods actually, and they come in a box, so they would be a really cute gift for like a gift or like an ornament exchange. But I just love them. They're just little llamas and I just think they're really charming. I love little felt animals, so I picked those guys up. I like their details on their little packs, so I got them. Again, not vintage. And then the next thing I'm going to show you, even though they're not vintage, they are handmade and they're German, and they're just exquisite. So I found these when I was in Minnesota also, at like a little, it's like a really cool like little Montessori toy store, and they specialize in bringing toys from like all over the world and like predominantly selling like kind of like handmade type things. So I got 2 things for me and 1 for my mom. So I found this little mushroom. He's a little mushroom ornament with a little bird on him. So that guy is for me. I love his little face. Isn't he so cute? Just loved him. So I had to have him. And then I found this little ornament. Oh, oops. So it's handmade in Germany. And it's like a little mushroom, a little deer, 2 bunnies, and a bird. It's very small. And I just thought it was so lovely. And then for my mom, I got this one. I keep showing you the wrong side, sorry. So this is like really dainty, 2 little hand-painted wood deer next to 2 little Christmas trees and little candles. And again, this is made in Germany. Amazing, right? And then just for fun, I got this little felt girl. I thought she was so cute. I loved her little like toadstool hat. So cute. So just, I don't know what I'm gonna do with her. I'll just throw her somewhere, but save her for Willow one day. Probably put her in Willow's room for now, where she can't get to it. She eats everything. But yeah. All right, guys, so yeah, kind of a short video. I wish that I had more things to show you and that I had thrifted more things. We are hoping to go to Sarasota in the next couple weeks, months, maybe at the end of January. So I hopefully will find some good stuff when we go there. But yeah, this is kind of it. All right, guys, I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. And if you celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas, and a Happy New Year.